It's Making the Grade, starring Connor Chin. Mark Barron. Jake Olinger. Skylar Trimper. Julian Evans. Steven Soteric. Jared Voodoo. Sam DeCoste. Zohib Butt. Andy Maloof. Adam Ing. Sukanya Puther. Kelly Biancamano. Yinka Bowlerin. Jamie Lewis.
Hello viewers, and welcome to our first installment of Making the Grade.
Season 12.
That's right, I'm Mark.
I'm Julian.
And we're your hosts until further notice.
Welcome back, SBHS. After a long and fun summer break, South Brunswick students are glad to be back at school. Let's see how SB is doing during its first month back.
Once upon a time, there was a school named South Brunswick High School. And one day, in September of 2018, it opened again for the next school year.
High school is a lot different from middle school because there's a lot more freedom, and teachers kind of just give you your work and expect you to do it, not like keep reminding you.
Coming back as a senior is kind of really chill. They don't have as many expectations on us anymore. Like, things are totally starting to wind down in a way. And college apps are winding up, so like, decent?
We have lots of staff that help students thrive during their 4 years of high school. Mrs. Marcella is one of these incredible staff members. She is a counselor here at South Brunswick and has seen certain students grow as individuals.
I see students challenge themselves between freshman and senior year in a lot of different ways. Obviously, the most common way is academically. Students will increase the rigor and the challenge of their classes from year to year. They'll also challenge themselves to get better grades in their courses. But I also see students challenging themselves in ways that they get involved, especially if they are shy, or freshman year they weren't quite as interested in getting involved in school-related activities, but to be more and more involved in different things, and to just really grow in their confidence in who they are, so that when they're looking about what they want to do when they graduate from high school, they're really prepared, not just academically, but socially and emotionally as well.
Students are involved in clubs and sports, which help them form new friendships and relationships with teachers and fellow students. We have a wide variety of ways to get involved, from joining a sport like football or cheer, to student council, to the school plays. South Brunswick knows how to get students excited for the next 4 years.
Being on a team helps me get used to high school experience because I kind of get to know the high school a lot better, being on a team, being here after school for practices, and getting close with everyone. And yeah, they kind of just show me around.
As a member of student council, I would love to push our school to get more involved. You know, we have lots of fun stuff going on, but not everybody knows about it, and so come on down.
Being a peer leader is super fun. You get to meet people you've never met in your entire life. Not in your entire life, but like people you never really talk to much, and like you get to become close with them. And my peer advisor is Jeff, and he's the bomb, and I love him. So it's really fun.
Cool, blah blah blah. It was so cool.
Are you actually
Yeah, we were coming up?
An event I'm really looking forward to in high school is like more social events like prom and everything, because I just can't wait to meet new friends and be social.
I'm looking forward to prom.
My last year of high school, I'm looking forward to graduation money.
It seems like these students and staff are doing their very best during their time here at SBHS. Let's see if these students can find their happily ever after by the end of the year.
Sounds like South Brunswick students are having a great time starting off the year right. Ain't that right, Julian?
Right. Hey, Mark, did you know that the Viking Closet relocated?
Really?
Yeah, the Viking Closet is back at South Brunswick High School for another year.
But this year, the Viking Closet has been relocated and the clubs will be advised by new faces.
Let's go to our good friend Zohib in the Viking Closet for more.
I'm here at the new home of the Viking Closet. This club members, officers, and advisors come together to celebrate a new year at the club. But this year, there has been a passing of the torch. Miss Boyer and Miss Wright take over for the 2018 to 2019 school year.
I really wanted to try something new, so I accepted the position just to get some experience in a different situation and always to meet new kids.
It's an opportunity to get involved in our school in another way. I've been involved with the Interact Club, and this was another, club in the field of service. That is a good way to meet new students.
Even before the first club meeting, Miss Boyer and Miss Wright have been hard at work at relocating the Viking Closet downstairs, across from the red cafeteria in the alcove. From boxing clothes to stacking inventory, the advisors have gone to the closet every day during lunch to get the closet ready before the club has even begun. In addition to the new advisory leadership, the closet has promoted previous members to officer positions.
It gave me an opportunity to be a leader and actually step up and get out of my comfort zone and become more confident, I guess, and more like a leader.
While the closet may be run by new faces, the foundation of the closet remains the same. Kids want to join the club to provide service and give back to the community.
I think the kids in South Brunswick are always looking for ways to feel connected to their community, and this is a great opportunity for them to do that.
To get involved in their school community, SBHS has tons of clubs, and so if you enjoy, helping people and becoming involved, this is a perfect club for you.
Well, I've always loved clothes, and I figured, the Viking Closet has clothes, right? So, I thought that was just a superficial part of joining at first, but then after I joined, I continue to stay because I loved helping these girls and just other community members find things that they needed. So it was very rewarding to work with people.
Even under the new leadership, the Viking Closet will still honor the traditions which shaped its legacy.
My favorite event that the closet does that I'm very excited about is the prom dress drive. So in February, we collect dresses from different organizations and different donations from the community, and we just give it back to the students so everybody gets to enjoy prom.
I think Miss Webb had a lot of great things in place, so I'm excited to kind of pick up where she left off and try out some new things with new students.
This year's closet hopefully has a new perspective. I think that everything that Mrs. Webb and all of her students have done to build a foundation for this organization is great, and I'm just excited to see what new things we can add to it already.
This may be our first visit to the Viking Closet, but it certainly won't be our last. Thank you for joining us on the Viking Closet. My name is Ohib. I'm making the grade. Back to the studio.
It's exciting to see the Viking Closet return for another year. Under the leadership of Miss Boyer and Miss Wright, the Viking Closet will flourish.
Indeed they will. You know what I love most about coming back to school?
What?
Football season. Friday night football is back. Many students come to support our team and always bring the energy. But what many people don't know about this special day is the student section that SBHS is proud of.
All right.
Every football team needs a crowd, and every high school football team needs a student section. The students at South Brunswick High School bring something new to the bleachers each week. Their overwhelming spirit and excitement creates a special atmosphere for everyone around them.
section, like, it really brings the intensity to the football game, and like looking up at the crowd and just seeing like all my friends up there just cheering for me, like it just brings like, alright, word, so I gotta kick up now, like.
The coaches love to see how their athletes are motivated by the different chants and themes that their peers bring to Friday night football.
The players are pumped up a little bit more when they see it. They've performed very well at home, so I love it all. It's a great thing. I'd like to see more and more of the students come to the game and get involved in it. Because I know, what do you have, like a tie-dye or something, and blackout, whiteout, whatever it might be. I think it just enhances the whole football experience for the players and for the students and for the families, the parents, the fans that come to the game. So I'd love to see it just get bigger and bigger.
Once the crowds are jumping and it's lit, it's loud, and like they're hype over a big play, like the team gets hyped. Even the sideline, they get hyped as well. It just gets our juices up, basically.
We have a good student section. Normally a good amount of people show up, and they're always normally cheering, so.
There are many different opinions on what contributes to making our student section at SBHS.
I think what makes a good student section is when all the students come out and they show their school spirit and they're loud and they're engaged in the game and they're cheering on their friends that are out on the field.
What I think makes a really good student section is when everybody's really loud and when everyone's kind of dancing and we have the megaphone and everything's just really fun. Football games are awesome. I think it's really fun to like come out here all together. We cheer, we have fun. It's pretty fun, yeah.
Overall, the environment at Friday Night Football brings students of all grade levels together, creating a fun time for fans and players to look forward to each week.
Can't wait to see what the student section is going to be next. Come out and support the Vikings every Friday. Listen, Julian, we gotta discuss something.
What seems to be the problem?
We all know and love our wonderful faculty of the school and school district. They are members of the society that we know. Or are they? We had an intelligence team contact the superintendent, Mr. Fetter, and conduct an investigation to see who he really is.
Welcome to Factual Faculty.
Hello, people of Earth and all who inhabit it. Welcome to the first ever installment of Factual Faculty.
We have a very, very special guest today, Superintendent Mr. Fetter.
How are you doing today, Mr. Fetter?
Doing well, thanks. Thank you for coming out.
Today we have a few questions for Mr. Fetter. It's nothing crazy, so you want to just get right into it?
Yep.
All right. What's your favorite color?
Go to blue.
What's your second favorite reptile?
Second favorite reptile. Well, my first favorite reptile would definitely be the chameleon. The second favorite reptile would probably be a crocodile.
What's your favorite brand of water?
I go with Smart Water. Oh, Hint. I like Hint, the watermelon flavor. Smart Water's nice, but the Hint water is definitely the winner.
You win in a fight, Chupacabra or a Tasmanian devil?
Go Tasmanian. Pretty much take apart everybody.
If you could be any Lucky Charm marshmallow, which one would you be?
Gotta be the Clover.
Yeah, I like the
Clover.
I'm more of a red balloon guy myself.
The red balloon?
Yeah.
I like that. Yeah. The thing is, I used to do a study to see if there was a different flavor. No, it's not. It's all fake. They're all one marshmallow flavor.
It matters in here.
It's a little
It does. So when it's up here, the Clover makes me feel right.
Yeah. Should we legalize dueling?
Probably not. I'll probably go no on the dueling.
Interesting.
Yeah.
Do you sleep with your socks on?
No, I do not. No, no socks.
Yeah, it's a little uncomfortable for me.
Yeah, they bunch up and it's just not right.
Yeah, it's restraining. Is a hot dog a sandwich?
Yeah, yeah, of course. Very good sandwich, actually.
It is.
Yeah.
I love hot dogs.
Yeah. New York Wieners, actually, up in Rhode Island. Why they call them New York Wieners in Rhode Island, I do not know. But it's a really cool sandwich because it's a hot dog, celery salt, some ground beef, a little cracked mustard, and that, top of raw onions. That's a nice sandwich.
Oh, that does sound really good. I have to try that out, actually. What are your thoughts on pineapple on pizza?
I'm okay with it. California Pizza Kitchen, you know, they do an okay job with it, but I really just go cheese. Yeah, or tomato pie, either one.
What do you think about flat earthers?
Flat earthers?
Yes.
Yeah, I got no thought on flat earthers. Not a thought. No.
Do you like music?
Love music.
Do you prefer Tupac or Biggie?
Yeah, Pearl Jam. Yeah,
Okay.
Mumford and Sons.
Oh, I like Mumford and Sons.
Yeah. Sting, Police, Zeppelin.
Ooh.
Almost the same. Rush.
Yeah, I like that actually.
In fact, I used Rush in my graduation speech last year.
Oh, really?
Yeah.
Oh, yeah, you did.
I did.
I remember, I was actually there for that.
What do you think about toeless socks?
Just weird. Shouldn't be happening. The heat is coming in through the toes. That's not right.
It's like fingerless gloves. Though.
Yeah,
It's like the equivalent.
It's kind of what was one place?
The
that
item
you-
should do what the item's meant to do. It just takes it away from it. So, yeah.
Sorry about that. What is one place that you always wanted to travel to?
Australia.
I always want to go there too.
What's your favorite video game if you have one?
Yeah, so it was Asteroids. Old school.
Old school.
Yeah. Dragon's Lair was good too.
Is that your final answer right there?
Final answer? I don't know. I'm gonna have to phone a friend, but no, we'll stay with Asteroids.
Asteroids.
Yeah, stay with Asteroids.
Pancakes or waffles?
Yeah, waffles with ice cream.
With ice cream.
I like that.
Yeah.
No, because there's actually this place, this is diner in Edison that I go to, and every time I get a waffle, and they always ask me what kind of ice cream I want on it, and I get vanilla ice cream on top of it.
It's a beautiful thing.
It's the best thing in the world.
A little caramel.
Ooh, I've never tried that actually. That does sound really good. But I think that's all the questions have you answered.
Nope.
Oh, we don't.
One
Oh,
extra
one.
hard hitter.
Oh, okay.
Be controversial in the school. What's your opinion on Article 12 of the AUP?
Yeah. I think there's a rights issue where, because you might want to record something, doesn't mean somebody else wants to be recorded. So I think until you solve the rights issue, you'd have to maintain the Article 12 as written.
I have another question actually, now that I just remembered it. How do you come up with like the really creative like voice notes that you used to leave us for snow days? Because those are literally like the funniest things like I've ever heard.
Yeah.
And it's so creative.
So it started actually in 2013. In 2013, we were doing, you might not remember that year specifically, but the year after Storm Sandy, it was a particularly horrible winter. And we were getting snow calls day after day after day, delay school, close school, early, everything. And I was on the, picked up the phone, ready to do my normal, hi, this is Scott Fetter, schools will be closed. And I said, hi, this is, you know who this is. And I just started to ramble. And that went viral. And we were getting calls from people that knew me from college in South Dakota, in Arizona, in Florida. My cousin reached out to me who lives in Florida. Like, you were on the news. Like, this viral voicemail went everywhere. And so then I had to live up to that voicemail on the next one. And the next one.
Yeah.
I was singing Willy Wonka songs, Beatles music, and so then that became my thing.
Do you ever have like a loose script or idea of what you want to do, or do you just wing it on the
I
spot?
script them now.
You script them
Actually,
now?
I do, yeah. I do script them. I have a few already ready to go that I will modify as I go.
Oh, yes.
But I did one I never aired, and what I would love to do, so I meant this the last time too, we could do a video one here one day maybe. And we can create one in advance where you guys help me.
Yeah.
And we can maybe write a script together, and then we could do one that we can post onto the front page of the website at night when it happens, and let everybody know that's what we're doing. That would be cool. That'd be better.
That'd be
I've
awesome.
never done that.
Yeah,
it's only
we
been the
could.
audio, but we can do something cool.
We could do something like
But the one I did is I actually took a video of myself on a cruise ship, and then was doing it with the sun behind me, talking about how horrible the weather was. But I think what happened is that year we never had, there's no funny in the morning. If you have to make the call at 5 o'clock in the morning, there's no funny.
Yeah,
In
no one
school's
wants
closed.
that.
No one cares about funny at 5 o'clock in the morning. It's only when you have advance notice that you can even do those.
Yeah.
So it just never happened again that year. So, yeah.
Well, I think that's all the questions.
That's all the questions. We know everything we need to now.
No, yeah, of course. That's pretty much all there is.
Thank you for coming on to the
Thank
show.
you so
with us,
much.
Mr. Fetter.
Thank you.
Thank you.
Thank you.
This is us. That was the first installment of this. My friend Andy, he wanted you to sign this for him.
I do the 10 a day. It's all right. I got it.
Oh, so he's a really popular guy.
Oh, this is bad. Can I use his back? I'll probably just have to poke right into it. No, yeah, doesn't matter. Alright, you got like 3 autographs on that.
That's even better than one.
Alright,
Thank you for that. And I think that's all the time that we're going to have for today. Thank you for watching the first installment of Factual Faculty. Until next time, this is J&J, making the grade.
Now we know Mr. Feder for who he really is and his stances on the most controversial of topics. A special thanks to Mr. Feder for taking time out of his busy schedule for us and for being such a great sport.
In other news, Violence Prevention Week is just around the corner. In honor of preventing violence, we would like to discuss what exactly Violence Prevention Week is.
Violence Prevention Week is a week that our school dedicates towards raising awareness of violence in our community. Students are encouraged to report any violence they may see, as well as be an upstander to those who need it. We asked around about how people felt about our school when it comes to violence, and ways that our high school makes sure that students can learn in a safe environment.
Violence Prevention Week is a week that is recognized by the state of New Jersey to help schools work with students to let them know that violence in any form is unacceptable. And we do a lot of things in order to help students to prevent violence amongst them. So we try to give them a lot of information and a lot of resources in order to help them avoid any kind of violent behavior.
I feel like violence is like there, but not really. Like, I mean, as if the stereotype of violence is considered, like, it's hard to say, oh, we see people being like beat up in the hallway. Like, you really don't see that nowadays. It's usually just like subtle stuff like on Instagram or on social media that you see.
If a student ever feels bullied or ever is threatened with any kind of violence from another student, the first thing that they should do is report it to any adult staff member. All the adult staff members in the building, whether they are administrators, counselors, teachers, hall monitors, even the custodial staff, are all trained on what to do in the event that a student is ever threatened with violence or is being bullied for any reason. I happen to be one of the anti-bullying specialists in the building, and part of my job is to help to intervene in the event that there is any kind of bullying behavior going on in order to get it to stop, and for the students involved in that behavior to learn what the consequences are for that kind of behavior. There are many, many precautions that are put in place in order to help make sure that students are safe here. Our administrative system, having a separate assistant principal for every grade level, our deans, our hall monitors, teachers being visible in the hallways during passing time, having 2 anti-bullying specialists, myself and Mr. Kuzma, having a police officer on site, and having a close relationship with the South Brunswick Police Department, all working together in order to help that students are respectful of each other and don't engage in conflicts or violent behavior. I always say, if you follow the 5 core values of the school, there's nothing to worry about.
I would say that yes and no, we should put measures on social media, because like it's hard to go to a point where it's too far of saying, oh, this is too much for social media. Oh, we can't control ourselves on social media.
In the event that a student were to witness another student being bullied, we want to encourage our students to be upstanders in those kinds of instances. Don't be a bystander. Don't just stand by and watch. Do something if you can, even if it is reporting it to an adult that you witnessed that behavior. If you can, intervene in the situation by going and helping to remove the student who's being targeted out of the situation. Befriend them, help them, so that they don't fall victim to bullying behaviors.
We hope that students in our school will continue to stand up to violence even when our Violence Awareness Week comes to an end. It is very important to everybody in our high school that we are safe and that we do everything we can to make sure that violence stays at its minimum.
Wow. I just want to say thank you to all the students and staff members who help keep our schools safe for everyone, and we hope that everyone will do their part in preventing violence.
And now for our final segment, the Club Fair.
Clubs at the high school play a huge part in students in many different ways. The Club Fair demonstrates how promoting and recruiting other students to a club benefits the high school experience. Stay tuned to see exactly how important clubs can be.
Clubs may not be the first thing you think about when you enter high school, but they can be something that can enhance the high school experience for any student.
I think clubs are the best part about school. I think that school is more than just learning. Obviously learning is important, but I think the ability to come in and meet with kids who have similar interests to you and pursue a common purpose is really what, builds your character and makes high school fun.
At SBHS, there are a plethora of clubs that not only serve the students, but also are able to serve the community as a whole.
We made peanut butter and jelly sandwiches. The whole club came together as one to make sandwiches for the less fortunate who can't really afford money for food.
Well, clubs are a great representation of our core values. I think students learn the respect for each other, kindness and empathy toward other people when they're joining forces to do something for the greater good. Because a lot of our clubs are service-based. You look at Viking volunteers. I mean, they're all about servicing other people. When you look at the student leadership and student government, they are trying to plan events to get kids connected and learning from each other. And they build on the leadership skills that you really need to be a better person and to do things, as you mature into adult and pick your career.
You're just talking. You're innocent being. Annually, South Brunswick High School hosts the Club Fair, where clubs are able to meet up during lunches and promote their own clubs. The Club Fair is an integral part of attracting new members along with new friends.
I think clubs that caught my attention or I'm still involved in are Viking Closet, Model UN, Mock Trial, and Law. And I was interested in the comedy club, but their dates kind of correlated with other dates and with other clubs, and that's something that you also got to look at, is to make sure which ones.
These clubs are able to create memories that will last forever. At SBHS, there's nearly 60 different clubs, so there's a club for everyone.
Clubs have really given me a sense of purpose in the school and belonging to a club. Being involved and having officer positions makes me feel like I'm doing some good in the community, and I matter to the school and to my peers and to teachers. It gives me a sense of belonging, for sure.
Ms. Morris coordinates all of the activities at South Brunswick. She not only plans all the events for clubs, but she ensures that all clubs are active and have no issues at all.
Over 50 clubs at this point really meet the needs of all of our kids, and there's a way for them to find a place to be and to pursue a passion.
Clubs play a pivotal role in the high school experience. If you feel that clubs are right for you, then visit us at sbhs.sbschools.org/departments/activities/clubs. Now this is Mark Barron with Making the Grade, signing off.
Wow, it looked like a real nice turnout for the club fair. I guess clubs do play a large role in high school. I cannot wait to see all the new clubs being promoted next year.
Well, that's all the news for this month.
Yep, now it's time to say our goodbyes.
Until next time, I'm Julian.
And I'm Mark, signing off with a sad face.
Goodbye for now.
Goodbye.